All right, let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Let's just do a little check real quick and make sure we're live. Get a little sound check out there. I'm just going to roll with it today. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to believe today. Without, I got a special guest, but first I want to know, I didn't ask her. Patricia, I see Patricia on the banner, but then I saw Pat. I saw Pat. I said, let me know what nigga. I like Pat. Pat kind of flows.
Pat is my preferred name. Yeah, Patricia's good, but Pat, everybody calls me that. I guess out of habit, and it's okay.
Okay, all right. That's all good. I got Miss Patricia Rogers, Pat Rogers in the house, PR. Now, this young lady is doing some phenomenal things. But before we get into that, welcome officially to the FItWorld Live at 9 show, the show with the magical flow. And by the end of the show, you'll know more than you know. It happens every time. You stick around and you find out. Our hashtag is 1 billion healthy. That's our goal. Our goal is 1 billion healthy. And the way we do that, ladies and gentlemen, is you see that little like and share, love. Preferably hit that love button because some reason Mark Zuckerberg likes when you hit the love button more. He likes to promote us more. And then, listen, when I watch this, please like and share, but invite if you care.
Oh, wow.
That's how you know you really care about something when you invite somebody else. So click the blue share button, and then you scroll up on your phone, and you can actually invite people individually. It's like handing out flyers to the party. Because our goal is 1 billion healthy. And my special guest today, folks, matter of fact, I got your bio. I was going to read it, and I always debate whether I want to read someone's bio, but when it's so interesting, I really just want to hear them talk about themselves.
Okay, I can do it either way. I don't think you should read it.
No. You're doing some amazing things. I just want to introduce you as the amazing one, the connector, entrepreneur of the year. I'm going to give it to you anyway. She's doing, I'm giving the award. You're nominated.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
Let the world know who you are.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you for having me on the show, Rob. Thank you so much because I really thought you forgot about me. And that's why I peeked in on your screen the other night. But everything I do, I call it a God thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been thinking about you. I'm like, I didn't get in touch with that guy, and he said he was going to interview me on the 3rd. And lo and behold, I was just on my Facebook, and it was a replay, but it popped up, and I was talking to you just like it was real. Because I knew you would go back and you would see it, and sure enough, later you responded. And then the ball started to roll. So, I just believe that everything that's for us is for us. But for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Pat Rogers. And I am you want me to give more of just what do you want me? Just my name is Pat Rogers. Do you want me to give a little history?
Yeah, give a little history because, from your professional, your corporate career, I want to dabble in that, and then we'll springboard off into this amazingness you're doing now.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, my name is Pat Rogers, and I am in Miami, Florida, and I've been in the military. I am a veteran, basically 12-year veteran of the military, U.S. Army, and I have worked in corporate America for approximately 29 years, but of course I've worked way more years than that, like in my teens, how it was back in the day, Mom had us out. But I did my career 29 years after I exited from the reserves. I had just landed my career in law enforcement for Miami-Dade County Department of Corrections, and I worked 29 years there in that department in law enforcement. And that was definitely a rewarding career, all the benefits and good pay. I moved up in the ranks, from officer. Actually, I was a class leader when I first went in. So when I first went into the training academy, I guess I know that one of the leaders there, the administrator, saw my leadership skills, I guess, and they appointed me to be the class leader over 43 people. So that was my first thing. I'm like, oh, wow. And a lot of people didn't want to do it. But when I went in for the interview, I was told that everybody that came up there said that was interviewed because they needed to fill squad leaders, class leader, different positions, platoon leaders. And they said that everybody that came up there that they interviewed, the majority of them said they didn't want the position. They just want to take the test, pass, get their grades and get out and go to work. But of course, when they came to me, I told them, of course, I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Because I knew if I didn't do it, somebody else would. And I felt like I was capable. And I knew I was capable. And of course, I'm always open to learning. So of course, I got the position. And that's how that started in my career. And then of course, after that came accolades for carrying that position. I was a sharpshooter. So I did pretty good on the range, you know.
Oh, you are a sharpshooter.
We had a lot of different things to train in. So, you know, we had a wonderful time. And then I went into after 4 months, I went into the organization as an officer. Now we pass trainee, then we make officer. And then some people didn't make it, but we did. The majority of us made it. And then we went into the facilities, and they would assign us different places to work. And of course, because I was a class leader, I had preference as to where I wanted to work. So I chose to work with the women. And shortly thereafter, I applied for a position. So I was driving buses, taking women back and forth, and the men women then, to court, to appointments for dental, appointments for whatever the appointments may have been, medical, and so forth. So basically, that's how my career started off. And of course, I'm going to tell y'all what happened, though. Somewhere along the line, things started getting shaky. About 8 years in, people started picking on me. You know, people started picking on me. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. See, I'm like this, Rob, when you mess with me, if you're not following the rules of the game, I use the policies and the procedures tell me I got tools in place that I can stand up for my rights.
Come on.
But guess what happens, Rob? When you stand up for your rights, you become a target.
You become the target. You become the target.
But I didn't understand that. They call that politics in the workplace. But I didn't understand all that then. I was a baby. I didn't know about no politics in the workplace. All I knew was they picked on me. But in essence, so that went on. So I took the first exam and I got passed over, arbitrarily passed over. It wasn't right, but administration can do what they want to.
Passed over for what?
Promotions. I'm sorry. The first promotional exam I passed.
Okay.
And I got passed over, so I found myself buying, getting attorneys, paying legal fees to fight for what was rightfully mine. And of course, I did. I even went on national TV. But I went on national TV before the board of the county commissioners to tell my story. And they, of course, made them do the right thing by me. So I did get my rank and everything. Then that happened a couple of more times when I took the exam. But see, what happens is when you're working for corporate America, and I'm talking to the people who are still working for corporate America. Yeah. I'm laughing about it because I can laugh now. Because all of those things created me and made me who I am today. I thank my department because they didn't know they was being used by God to catapult me to where I am now, and neither did I. But that's what happened, and I'm looking over this thing, and I'm like, whoa, I ain't mad at them. You know, I ain't mad at them. And because I would never thought that it would have brought me to this point because they conditioned me. Yeah. I have structure. You see how fast I sent you that information? Yeah. Yeah. You see how tight it was? The department taught me how to write. They taught through the struggles and through the good times. They taught me how to write. They taught me how to be punctual. Because if we're not coming to work on time, you're going to get some paper in your hand. So the things that they took us through, it made me and created me and it developed me, including the military, how to wear my uniform, how to be structured. And I'm going to say this to you and I'm going to say this to everybody that's listening. If you are an entrepreneur and you're not on point, people are going to do business with people they know, they like, they trust. Yeah. Our actions, our behaviors will cost us a client. Man. Now ask me how to know. Because when I call you, Rob, and your mailbox is full, I'm done. If I call you, Rob, and your mailbox is not set up, and I can't leave a message, I'm done. Yeah. Because there are a lot of people that are structured like myself, and we want action. We want responses. If I text you and I call you and you're not returning the phone calls, those are signs to me that you're not really organized. Right. If you're not organized and you're an entrepreneur, your business is not organized. Am I correct? Do you agree? Yeah, absolutely. So that all goes back to what we talked about the other day on the radio show, branding. You are your brand. So that's what my department, back to the department, they took me into all of this stuff that I'm talking about now because this is where I am. So I retired. I had a huge retirement. I passed everything. I got all my promotions. I've even written. That's where the book Journey to the Stage. I was able to write about. That was a compilation book, and I was able to share my story in that book. And I'm gonna tell you something. I did not talk about what happened to me in that department for years until I took public speaking with the Women's Prosperity Network, and I took public speaking with Mr. Bill Walsh, platinum speaker training in Las Vegas, and then here in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm gonna tell you something. Both times I took those trainings, those people got out of me my story, because you got to have a story when you're public speaking. And you know what? Questions they was asking me, well, what started you to sell illegal? Why did you want to sell legal in the first place? Well, I needed it when I was working for the job, but why did you need it? And when I start talking about how I got passed over and how they made me feel like I didn't count, oh my God, the tears started flowing.
Man.
And when they said, that's your story right there. So you know what? I talk about it today. I don't bash them because I love what I did. I love servicing people. I brought people together in church when I was coming up. We have big choir programs, choir programs. Even on the job, we would have cookouts and different. I was good at all of that, but I never knew it was a gift. And then in the entrepreneur arena, I would always start in my backyard.
Yeah.
I started in my backyard, bringing people together when I started selling the legal, and I did any staff services, which I still market. But that took me into networking, and I applaud them too. That took me into networking because I wanted to get that information out there. Why people needed legal. I needed that in services when I was on the job.
Right.
On and off the job. It was there for me. All I had to do was tap the app, pick up the phone, call an attorney. I didn't have to pay a monthly fee. So I said, hey, that makes sense for everybody.
Yeah.
Small plans, $9.95, so on and so forth. So that took me into getting people together so they could hear me, but I would call you because you had a business, and guess what? You going to tell your story too. How about that? You know, your little 60-second.
Yeah.
So that's started out, and I would buy the tents. I rent the tents. I rented the chairs. I rented the tables. I put up all my banners in the backyard, and I would feed all the people, me and my little 2 or 3 people on the team. And what happened when I started taking public speaking with the Women's Prosperity Network, and of course the platinum speaking, and of course I took I'm a dedicated entrepreneur through Sharon Lecter, some of the stuff you read about. All of these are my mentors. And when I did all of that, I realized they was teaching about how to turn an event into a business. I'm like, huh? So here I am doing everything for free. And they told me in these trainings, it's a business.
It's a business.
I'm like, well, what? How does that happen?
Yeah.
So my goal, what I do for people is I have taken my years and years and years of leadership skills. I've taken some of the mistakes that I've made as I have transitioned from corporate America to entrepreneur. I've been retired now for 2 years, a little over. I started early preparing for my retirement. That's something a lot of people do not do.
Yeah.
They think that retirement is about travel. They think that retirement is about sitting home, just getting that paycheck. But I'm going to tell you something. I saw a lot of people come back to work during my career that came back left with the rank, higher classification rank, and they came back at the bottom. And they didn't stick and stay because of the changes, because of the frustration, because, but my point is they left and they were not prepared. And you said something about that word earlier, preparation.
Preparation. Somebody said when preparation meets, when preparation meets opportunity, they call it success. That's what they call it. And folks, if you just tuned in, I got Patricia Rogers, also known as Pat Rogers. I like Pat, but it all works. She's doing some amazing things in the community. She's a business strategist, but business development strategist. So she helps to develop businesses, but also create that strategy, because without a strategy, you kind of just run around chasing your tail. We got some folks out here that I believe know you. They're saying, what's up? You got Keisha. Keisha said,
I can't see them though. Oh, I can't look at the phone. I have my glasses on.
That's okay. I'll tell you who they are. You got Eric out there. Eric Trulia.
Hi, Eric.
You got Eric out there. Teresa Farmer. What's up, Teresa?
Thank you. Because I can't see.
Glenn Garnes, my man, Glenn Garnes, small business CEO. Where small business meets big ideas. We got Vincent in the house. What's going on, John? Thank you guys for tuning in. We got a very special episode today.
Awesome.
We titled this thing Progress. This is called Progress. And let me tell you what progress is. So movement equals progress, which equals success. That's basically, and a lot of times we think that success is we got to get this money, we got to get this power, we got to get this thing. but it's really just the movement. Just the movement in a strategized direction, clearly. But movement equals progress, equals success. So I got somebody special today. Pat can really talk about this movement. Because clearly you moved out of an environment, and you said they started beating up on you a little bit. What's interesting is through that training, it's almost like you're making a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
You go through that extreme training, but you don't want to mess with a Navy SEAL, baby. You know? So you ain't nothing to mess with, Pat.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
So
that funny. You know why I'm laughing, right?
I want you to talk about this event right now. Let me pull it up because this is amazing. Jumpstart Your Business 2018. What's interesting is how I see some folks I know that hit home runs on here. Like I see some home run hitters on here. Like Eric Swanson is
Eric Swanson,
out the park. Chris Salem.
Yeah,
he's actually in small business CEO. I mean, he's done a live, and I mean, he's doing some amazing things. So I can only imagine. So let's talk about this event. Let's talk. What is this Jumpstart? Right now, the flyer is showing. So as you're talking, it's almost like you're narrating this thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so what happens is, again, like I said, I get started in my backyard, and now I'm in hotels. I go to some of the finest places in South Florida to host my events, and I do get a joy and a kick out of bringing people together. You already said it, you know, the connector. A lot of people use that term. And I bring people together. I set a platform so that people like yourself and myself and others can come and expose their businesses, their services, and share their message.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are into public speaking, and since that is the arena I'm in now, and I'm learning even more how to do it, I was hosting a networking event, so that's what I do. So I try to get as many people in this event and any event that I can. And by also doing that, I set that's what we call an expert panel. That's where we have Christopher Salem is our one of our moderators, and that person just basically asks 6 people. It's a 2-day event, and that person, Chris, and I'll be one of the other moderators. We ask questions of those individuals who are all entrepreneurs, and we just ask them certain questions. And when they answer the question, of course, it answers questions for our attendees as well. But that platform too is set, and I use that because I try to get as many people out as possible to shine. I'm just going to say it like it is, to shine. Mm-hmm. And if a person sees the value in it, then of course, you know, and most people do. And then also they come as an attendee, and the vendors are always value my vendors. I am a vendor. I'll be doing an event Saturday, attending an event Saturday. And I know that vendors, I always believe that vendors have a voice, and when sometimes they get their message across through their 60-second infomercial.
Yeah.
So they all get that look. They got 30 minutes on the roster too, so that they'll get their introduction as well. And sometimes, I'm going to tell you something, sometimes people do business with you when they hear you talk.
Oh my goodness.
You believe what I'm saying? Yeah, all that energy you have that you know what I'm saying? That's what made me. I'm like, what is this guy talking? When I first saw you, I'm like, that was right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? And I got stuck. You know, like, I don't watch a whole lot of videos. But you got to have some energy for me to sit there and really, you know.
Yeah.
And I like that very much about you.
Thank you.
Of course, because I can relate.
Yeah.
And so, of course, at the event, we always pick a venue that will serve our attendees so that nobody has to go out and, get lunch, because sometimes they don't make it back. Mm-hmm. And I know. Been there, done that.
Smart move.
So I said when I have my events, I'll always make sure everybody can just sort of stay in house, relax, and eat right there, you know. So that's always a bonus, and that comes with the ticket cost as well. And the vendors, like I said, I just believe that they set the tone. I always meet with my vendors before the event, because my vendors, our vendors, I feel, because I'm a vendor too, my table will be up as well. Mm-hmm. And I believe that we all set the tone. I won't be at my table, but my daughter will be there. But I feel that we set the tone for the event. So and the lunch break is normally an hour and a half. The breaks are normally 30 minutes, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And we try to get some snack in there sometime midday, because this is the first time I've gone to 6 o'clock for an event. Mm. But as you can see, I have a plethora of speakers. Yeah. And it gets bigger every time.
Every time? What number is this? What number one is it?
Oh, I've been doing this since about 2012. 2012 I started.
Oh my goodness. So this...
But remember, I backyard. And then I've done quite a few, but one year I did about 3. And then I went into the country clubs. And then, of course, I'm always in a whole, now for the last couple of years, it's really been immaculate. But the last one I did in October was the best, I would say. And this one, I believe, is going to be tops.
Well, listen, if this one's going to be tops, then the one after that's going to be even better. And make sure I'm on that roster, please.
The next one after this is going to be much better. It's going to be better and bigger. Bigger is better in this case.
Evolution.
Because, see, I'm going to have you helping me market. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have Glenn helping me market. I'm going to have all y'all. Y'all ain't even going to have to, y'all not even going to have to market. All y'all going to have to do is pick up the phone, tap the app, and say, be there. I know you got that kind of power.
That's what I'm talking about.
I already know you got that kind of influence. And this is what business is about, influence.
Association, influence. Absolutely. Listen.
And I know y'all going to help me fill them other 40 seats. And I'm not even worried about that. One thing they always say, Bill Walsh said, Nancy said, everybody out here say it. Sometimes it don't take that one person. Everybody a little bit helps. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes it takes that one person that catapults you right on where you're going.
Oh, man.
And this is why it's important for people not to quit.
Oh. What?
Because the minute you quit out of frustration, I be having headaches. People be doing some strange things. People, it's not the business that you're running. It's not the work that you do. It's the behaviors of other people that causes you uncomfortability.
Oh, come on. You better stop. Come on, we got to go there. Go into that. That's deep. Go back into that again.
It's those behaviors, and if you don't know how to master those behaviors, then what happens with people, they quit out of frustration. And that's why I say my goal is to help inspire those individuals also who have lost, not who are just transitioning, but who have lost vision of their why. Because this is what happens. There's so many multi-level marketers. They start, you say you're an entrepreneur, but are you really making it? What are you doing? Are you doing it with you really working your business?
Yeah.
So this is why I had to, because I can't spin my wheels begging people to come along and dragging dead weight. So this is why I still market my legal identity theft. I want people to know I have it.
Yeah.
It's there. You need it. But as far as me trying to recruit you, that's not my forte.
Yeah. Yeah.
People have signed up under me, many of them, but they did it because they saw something that I had that they wanted. And then when they came and got in my world, they realized, I got to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't see them no more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I do what I do with my events, and I started hosting my events because you know what they say? If you want to do things your way, then you need to do your own. Set the stage for yourself.
Yeah.
So I can't come on your stage or on your event and try to do things the way I want to do. And that's what people do. People will try to take your event and turn it into their event. You tell them the rules. Yeah. You're going to always get one or two. I got one girl right now that still has not sent me her bio or her picture. I mean, I got a picture, I'm sorry, but I don't have a bio. That messes me up in a way because I'm so organized and structured. Yeah. I look good for everybody, but sometimes I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm saying it, I'm going there. Every time you think that people are they're for you, Rob, they're not always for you. Anything to gain control, to take the limelight off you and put it on them and get you all discombobulated. But you know what? Yeah. I've grown beyond that.
Yeah.
The picture, the bio, just don't go in the book.
Just don't go in. You know what you did? You know what you just did? The same way that you adapted, in your first career as things were changing, you had to adjust. It's the same thing here. You're making adjustments, and all these things that happen that could set you off and mess your emotions up, as you were saying. You look at it and you move through it. Instead, you don't go through it, you grow through it.
Absolutely. And that's all a part of progress also, because you know what? People are strategically put into our lives. That's why I don't get mad at them. People are strategically put into our lives. I had a lady, I'm going to share this. I had a lady that came to one of my last events in October. I had a couple of people, I'm a giver. So, if they tell me, I don't really have whatever, I say, okay, don't worry about it. this is what, just pay me $97, whatever, pay me whatever for the ticket, just come.
Yeah.
And then she said, well, I have somebody else that needs to come. She has to drive me. If she can't drive me, then I need my money back. I said, the tickets were $127. I said, okay, you've already paid. Just let her come for free since she has to bring you. Because anything to keep the peace.
Right.
Do you know at this event, this particular lady bought a $497 package from one of the speakers? See, but what she didn't know was I got those receipts.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, those receipts, those copies come to me.
Yeah.
But I never said anything from that October to this day. But yesterday she called me and she asked me, I need the number to that person that I bought the package from because I need the whatever.
Oh, man.
I said, no, she didn't.
Oh, my. You know, but that is so picture perfect normal for the human mind. We are so oblivious. Like, we have one goal very often, and that's to satisfy ourselves, and we run over everybody else, and we don't even know we didn't ran over 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Because that's oblivious. How you gonna come back?
Yeah, because they forgot. See, when your heart is not right, this is what happens. But I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't said much about God, but I tell you that man, he loved me. He loved me so, black girl.
Yes.
And he leads me and he guides me, and everything I do, it comes through God first.
Let's talk
and
about
God gives us spirit of discernment, so we already know. But you know what? Like I said, it's amazing how He said that vengeance belongs to me, and I will repay. So I don't go through life holding grudges because I know that's not my area of assignment.
Yeah.
My area of assignment is to still do good. See, one incident is not going to stop me from giving to the next person because somebody said it on the call the other day. It's all about reciprocity. Reciprocity. It always comes back.
It does.
So whether it come back or not, I'm happy and I'm grateful that I am in a position to give.
Yeah.
As opposed to being in a position that I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to be given to.
Yeah.
So I do have to be given to now because I need you to help me fill up seats. But anyway,
Yeah. Listen.
But yeah, so that's what my life has been like. I'm the last of eight kids, and all of my older sisters and brothers. I'm the youngest of 8. Everybody's still alive. My mom is passed, but my mom taught me the best gift that I could ever have, and that was she taught me who God was, and that's how I thrive in today's society.
Let's go into that. Let's go into my man, big G-O-D, capital G, bold letters.
Oh, you know him too?
Yeah. That's the purpose of my life.
That's right.
I've gone through some very traumatic situations. Like being shot, almost killed. Almost ran off the road. Some things have happened where I've had my encounters, and I feel like I've seen God, not in the flesh, but so spiritually visual that I can feel like I see. So by my mind's eye saw. No, baby. Come on, you can't do that. So anyway, everything that I've ever done in my life, for the most part, I've always had good intention. Wasn't it? No, she wasn't. But it wasn't until I got connected to where I realized that I could do more with less energy. I can gain more trying to get less.
That's right.
It was the psychology change, and my perspective came straight from always giving and always trying to see what value I could add. Like, even if you got to eat, you got to pay bills, but if you come from the approach of serving first, come on, close that door, please.
That's the key. Serving first is the key.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. That's what I like about it too. I love that what you just said. I
had to close the door.
And that's exactly where I am. It's not even about, a lady was talking to me today. She wanted to do my event. The event is done now, but she was giving me valuable information about her. But I don't need, she wanted to take over the event, basically help me, maybe in the future, but not now. I'm not there yet. I enjoy doing what I'm doing, and then she said, I can help you make so much money, but it's not always about the money.
Yeah.
I'm like this, I'm fine where I am. I know when I serve, God gonna open those doors.
Always.
Anytime I go out to an event, that's why I show up, because you invite me. I'm going to show up because, first of all, if you think enough of me to invite me, I'm not going to miss that opportunity. And that's where a lot of people go wrong at.
Mm-hmm.
They miss opportunities. Opportunities does not always knock twice.
Yeah.
I was told just Sunday about the interview for Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Just Sunday. And then another lady called me yesterday to do a prayer line she does every morning, every two days a week on Tuesday and Thursday. Somebody dropped out on her. She texted me the day before. I need you to carry the message on Tuesday. I ain't no preacher. That's what I said. And I'm finding all kind of excuses. Lord, well, I want to get out of this. But you know what? God said to me, how dare you? All that I've done for you. Labels come from people. You're my child. I've taken you through enough that you can help heal anybody. You can help heal souls. You can share your message with the world, anybody. And I'm gonna tell you something. I did not hesitate. The first thing I sent her a message back was yes. Because what happens is when we how many people have I talked to already? Well, I'm not sure I'm gonna make it. They right there in Atlanta, but I'm not sure. But it's okay. I'm not complaining. All I'm saying is they don't understand. I say, I'm not asking you to come just because of me, but honey, you gonna miss the message. You gonna be, she's so pretty. Hi. Yeah. You're gonna miss that. People miss out on opportunities simply because they don't suit up, dress up, suit up, and show up.
Yes. Oh.
Because when you go out, another door is already waiting to open for you.
Come on.
It is. It is. And that has to do with progress. And some people say, well, where do you get all your energy from? I'm running for my life, Rob. I work for corporate America. I had to jump when they say jump. I went to go to bed a certain time so I could be there a certain time. They told me when to go on vacation. They told me when to go take a day off. Can I go this way? And now I get to make my own decisions and I get to live my life on my terms.
I love it.
I even had a supervisor once that told me, said, you need to stop looking out for everybody else and just worry about yourself. What kind of stuff is that when I'm a supervisor?
Wow.
See, so today I get to love on people, you know, and I get to do it my way. I get to, you know, even when somebody's wrong me, I still come back, hey, here it is. You know, I love you, whatever. You know, because I don't have no energy to burn because I don't know how many more 29 years God gonna give me. So you know what? I'm going out in style. And they said the richest people are in the grave because they died with all of that, everything in them. I'm not going out like that. I had somebody say I'm going out empty.
Come on.
So I thank you for having me on this interview because I'm just full right now.
Yeah, you are full. You are full and your cup is overflowing. And I believe that's the only way we're supposed to live. Because with the cup overflowing, that means it's flowing onto the saucer, flowing onto the table, onto the ground. It's flowing everywhere. Infinite flow. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I always close with something called the big tip. So I want you to think about if there's only one quote, one thought, one phrase, one sentence that you could leave for the planet. One. What advice would that be? But before we do that, I want to jump into this one more time. I got the flyer up again. The Jumpstart Your Business 2018 is going down June 15th and 16th on Friday and Saturday. Double day event. I mean, I know some of these speakers, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of them personally. It's dynamic. I can already tell this is going to be a phenomenal atmosphere. Just a plethora of knowledge probably on a variety of fronts. So you can click on the link, follow Pat, sign up for this event. I'm also going to be sharing this with my Atlanta folks, Ike, Angela. I'm going to be sharing it with you. And you listen. Your network is your net worth.
That's
right. You got to understand that your network is your net worth.
Absolutely.
Nothing can be done alone, like you said earlier. And so we got to figure out. And obviously, we can't do everything. So you got to have that level of discernment to know what to fit. But you can always support a share, like that's why I always say, like and share and invite if you care. All right.
Yes.
So give us that word.
Give everybody that's listening a free gift. I want everybody to text VIP, one word, VIP Rockstar. I already put it on my. It's on my page on my video that I did earlier.
I'm about to type
but
it right
VIP
now.
Rockstar. That's one word, lowercase. It doesn't have to be capital. And the number that they're going to text that to in their text is 26786. They're going to text VIP Rockstar to 26786. And their free report is just about the habits that cause, bad habits really, that cost entrepreneurs money. It's only 4 of them, 4 tips.
VIP Rockstar.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. It should be showing. Text VIP Rockstar to 26786.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. And then my website is unityinservice.net. If they want to go to the website and look up the event, just push the button in the middle. It'll take them right to the event. Unity, UNITYIN service, SERVICE.net. And one last link I would like to share is
Yes.
PatriciaRogers360.com will connect them with me to all of my social media sites.
Ah.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
I like it. So you're doing it. You're doing it, putting a ripple out there in the social media world. We need to get this message out. We need to connect entrepreneurs. We need to keep on doing positive things collectively. So, Miss Pat, drop the bomb on us. Give us that word, that thought of the day. The big tip.
Well, my thought of the day, I'm going to share this one. My thought of the day, because I know people go through challenges and they want to quit their jobs, they want to quit life. You can't check out like that. But my statement for everybody, my affirmation is, and this is mine, this is for me, is remember that challenges sets the platform for your success. Challenges sets the platform for your success. So you have to go through the challenges. There's no easy out.
No easy out.
But if you look at it from a positive point of view and recognize that every challenge is to condition you, is to prepare you to go to the next level, because if you're not prepared, you're going to stay stuck where you are. So if we don't go through those challenges, we cannot be developed to go to the next level. The next level of that I call it the next dimension.
The next dimension.
Because it's not over until it's over.
It's not over until it's over. I love it. I love it. You know what's so, I live by that. That's,
absolutely.
And actually I think I really just started living for that like within the last 12 months. Like really understanding it. You know, it's tough because you go through stuff and you're going through it, so you're experiencing it. And if you're not mindful, you'll just keep going through it and it's over and you're still going through it. And
yeah, that's a good one. Right? I like it.
As opposed to if I go into it with the mindset like you said, like on my son, I tell him about the challenges coming, so he has a different mindset about it. But if he didn't know, so you go into it knowing, okay, this is going to come, challenges are going to happen. But that's all part of it. It helps you to deal with the challenge better.
Absolutely.
Because guess what? I keep curling this weight, I'm gonna get a muscle.
That's right. And it goes back to the same word you said before, progress.
Yeah.
Progress comes through the challenges.
Come on.
You know, and I'm grateful today for all of the things that I've experienced in my life. And it's not over until it's over, you know, and I'm grateful for having met you, because this is part of the journey, and this is part of the good part of the journey. I didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah.
You know, all on social media. How does this happen? Where you at in Tech? New York?
I'm in the DMV, Maryland. I'm in DC.
See, so how does that happen? You know, and you meet these people, and every event I have, people are there that I met online.
Right.
You know, so all I can say to people, if they're interested in having someone to talk to, going through what they invest in a coach,
yeah.
Invest in yourself, and that's something we don't like to do, and that's spend our money on us in a manner that will enhance our personal development. We have to.
We have to.
We spend money on everything else.
Come on.
But when it comes down to spending money on me and just going to a seminar, going to whatever, we don't have time.
Look, the average person spends more time planning their vacation than they do planning their life. That's that's kind of the way it works. Because vacation is fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's something to think about.
Pat Rogers, thank you so much for being on the show. We're gonna do this again because I got a feeling. I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
It's gonna be all right.
Thank you for being on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow Patricia, Miss Pat Rogers, who's doing some great things. All my Atlanta folks, make sure you're there. I'm going to be tagging you and blowing your page up. And like I always say, the future is what you do today. So do something today that will impact your tomorrow. Until tomorrow. Peace.
Thank you.